one because it has less restriction than like a Pioneer end?
Yeah, but
To go back to the sump?
Well, see, we've got this is a 17 GPM pump on this tractor because it's an early 2008. If it was a late 2008, it'd be 21.1. Don't make a bit of difference. Coming through these valves, we're not going to flow much more at about 13 to 14 GPM anyway. We just can't push enough fluid through here. So what I'm hoping to be able to do is we can take the flow control over there and slow that flow down so that we've got more flow available for everything else. Because right now, if you're running down the trail, this thing is spinning at speed, and you need to make an adjustment. When you go to move that, that will move fairly slowly, and it'll almost kill the rotor. The spinning of the rotor will slow way down. And that's because we're lacking the total capacity. If we can slow the rotor down, the flow to the rotor, and then change the gearing in here, we'll have a capacity left over so we can run the other things and they'll react normally.
is there flow control on number 3?
Yes. Up there. Right now it's wide open.
You can't slow it down though.
We could.
If you slow it down now, you should be able to put more oil back here then.
We could. But we don't know if slowing it down right now will slow the rotor to the point where it isn't flowing enough snow over the top. That's one of the things we'll have to check. I mean, every one of you guys that's going to run this thing, this season will be the first time we've been able to run this thing through all sorts of snow conditions and for a period of time, and each one of you is an evaluator. If you run this thing, you've got to see how it works. Is it working right? So, the theory is it should, but we won't know until you get it out there and the nuts and bolts and start dragging it around. So. Any other questions?
Find a good deer on the
How deep
trail.
snow will the tractor go through before it gets buried?
Kevin?
Kevin, how deep will
How deep of snow will the tractor go through before it's buried?
I don't want to go into a drift and pull snow out.
It'll float across tops of drifts. They did at my place about 3 feet deep. And Kevin had
Yeah.
a side hill issue with it.
Drifted in ditch is going to be drift.
Yeah.
Well, they get hard pack on top though. The drifts get hard.
Something to remember,
Fresh snow blowing in a ditch that's 6 foot deep,
not a problem.
not a problem getting out of there.
Just keep the bucket, you keep the bucket up front,
You can get in it, you probably won't get out.
so that you keep the bucket up front and tilt the bucket like this and put it down like that, and it acts like a ski, and it helps push the snow down so your tracks can get on. One of the advantages this compared to dragging a 25-foot bladed drag behind you is you get in and do that, lift it up, back up. You don't have that backing up that semi-trailer behind you.
You said that tilting, you can tilt, run the thing at a tilt.
Yeah.
Is that to throw snow back onto the trail, or what's the idea?
No. It's meant to follow along behind the tractor. If you were, it's like a semi-trailer having to make a corner. With a bladed drag, your power unit has to swing out, and as it goes, the drag is actually going to move a little sideways as it comes around. If you come to a corner on a snowmobile trail and the throttle guys have all blown all the snow to the outside corner and this is harder than hell, you end up, when you come to a curve, like they talked about in Groomer school, is you have to go out and do a figure 8 over it and then go the other direction and come from the outside and dive to the inside. That's the only way to pull the snow back to the inside. With this thing, you can go out and almost straddle that stuff and just turn, just follow the corner. And what it'll do is the whole mess will turn behind you, but wherever you drive is where the snow is going to end up, and that's where it's going to be packed. This will just grind it right up, throw it in front of the pan, it'll pack it right back down again. You can make a second pass if you want, pick it up, turn around quick, go back, do another one. Pretty simple stuff.
Out here in the bean field, can you demonstrate that or not?
Why don't you go out in your chisel plowed cornfield and see what it does?
We could do that.
I think we might want to do that, but before we do that, I'd like to put a tack on that and just see what we're actually getting
You
for
did out of that
speed.
bean stubble, though, I can turn with it, show everybody how it
Well, you should be able to, yeah.
turns, and the bean stubble ain't hurt nothing.
Nope, shouldn't.
It's just about dirt sugar.
No.
Well, just say as you go across where the corn stalks across the main road, it should make it come on nice and flat like that, is that right?
It should. What you'll find is as the tractor goes up and over things, you'll find that this unit will just rise and lower just a little bit. So the rotor will be going a little higher, a little lower, and so on.
Put your panel.
The pan will just be straight. But if you've got, you got those finger drifts coming through a fence line, and you're going over those, You'll smooth them out, but they may not be perfectly flat. So we can pick it up and,
You're also welcome to like, out of the field, drive up onto the lane, like to mimic the driveway.
we can show you how it articulates, how it works.
Let's do it.
Let's see it run.
Okay,
I think we gotta get.
take it up and go up front.
Yeah, we need a bigger bike.
If you're gonna stop it at all,
Farmers that across the field that I got a whole half, 3/4 on mine. I'm gonna have a whole.
Don't have it quite wide open.
No, he doesn't. I don't think he got the rotor swinging so either.
Nope, I know he don't. That's the speed they're gonna have to go that?
C, in the C range, C3, C4, maybe D1, D2. It'll move right along.
No, you don't have half it.
Number one's not in float.
They might go about 3 feet.
They'll be finding the trail again, yeah.
Well, it doesn't have reverse.